Hey, welcome back, Math Gurus. Today's video will focus on adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. So let's first get some vocabulary out the way. The top number is referred to as your numerator, which is really your part size, and it'll make sense when I model it for you. The bottom number is your denominator. Now, the biggest thing that really is helpful is if you understand equivalent fractions. So I'm going to talk about it in the video. It's a concept introduced in 4th grade, but adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators is introduced in 5th grade and seems to be a struggle for kids forever. My brother's an engineer, and he was like, I never got fractions. So hopefully this video would help everyone. He's not interested in learning it anymore. All right, so for 2/5, we're going to model it or represent it. Draw it out, that's all. 2 out of 5. 2 is my part size. 5 is my part total. For the second one, it's 1 out of 2. 1 is my part size. 2 is my part total. However, I want to combine these fractions. I want to add both of them together and get the total value. So what I have to do is I need an equivalent fraction for 2/5 and 1/2. So I'm going to visualize the half being placed on top of the 5th. Now I have, instead of out of 5, I now have out of 10. So I can't leave half like that. I need it out of 10. So what I'm going to do is I visualize the 5th being on top of the halves. So instead of out of 2, it's now out of 10. So we're going to go figure out what's our new part size. These are equivalent fractions. It's 4 out of 10. 2/5 and 4/10 are equivalent fractions. So the next one is half. It was 1 out of 2, but now we ended up with 5 out of 10. Now if we had fraction strips, we could easily put it together. You can see that it's 9/10. That's the total fraction that you have together. All right, so let's look at the next one. Part size is 1. Your part total or denominator is 4. So I think that's a little easier to understand. Now, I need my part total to be the same, and I know that I can easily make an equivalent fraction from 4 to go to 8. All I have to do is, instead of out of 4, I'm going to make it out of 8. And all I need to do is split each section. I'm not doing any different shading. So instead of 1 out of 4, it's 2 out of 8. You could shade in this second one if you wanted to. I don't really see the point in it. Now, you're adding 5/8 to the 2/8. So now your total is 7/8. All right, so let's go to subtracting fractions. You're taken away from the first one, but we're going to use a visual representation. You're going to end up with, started off with 4 out of 5. I don't want 4 out of 5. I want out of 10. I'm not putting the half on top because I don't want to add anything. I want to take away. So I am just going to make this out of 10. And I can see from the first one that if I cut it this way, that I will now have 10 total parts. But instead of 4 out of 5, I ended up with 8 out of 10. So you can already see that there's half, but instead what I want to do, I want to move one of those 8s over. Now, not adding to the value. So now my 8 is here, which is the half. So you should be able to see, hopefully, here's half. I am taking half away. So I actually ended up with taking away 5 out of 10. And I ended up with 3 out of 10. All right, let's go to the next one. My part total is 8, but I need on the second one, but my part total on the first one is 4. I want equivalent fractions. So what I'm going to look at is I want my part total to be 8. So what I'm going to do is first shade. And then I'm going to cut 4s in each one into half. And what that will do is give me a total or a part total of 8. Now, I'm not doing anything with the second one. I guess I could if I wanted to, but I don't see the point in it. Unless you just want to visually see what 3/8 looks like. But then you have to kind of rotate it counterclockwise 180 degrees. That's just a lot of thinking there. I'm just going to leave it like this. And we're going to take away 3 out of 8. Those are gone. What am I left with? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I did that on purpose. I took away 3 of them, which is 2, 3, 4. I left 1. 1 out of 8. Now, this is the last problem. I would like you to try to do the problem yourself and answer the question in the comments. If this video helped, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.